Hi friends, today's daily I deserve it, your daily IDI. You are officially in shedding your skin, okay? And people are crashing, they are cracking open, and the horse is now moving. Everybody's sharing this information. Shed your skin, the snake year, and it's starting now in this February energy, okay? So you're shedding your old skin, but when you shed your skin, you have to crack open. And so when you hop onto the horse energy of the new year, which is pretty much officially today, but let's just say we still need this solar eclipse on the 17th. So you're feeling this weekend of energy, okay? What does this mean? Well, if you hop on a horse, it's momentum towards what you want. Here's where it gets tricky. And this is what everybody's feeling. I have had multiple calls, multiple contacts with people trying to say, hey, what the hell's going on? What this momentum forward feels like is old habits, old beliefs, old patterns are popping up, right, to say goodbye. But saying goodbye, what does that feel like? Oh my God, I failed. Oh my gosh, it's pain. It feels like failure. It feels like disappointment. It feels like, how can I be here again? No, it's saying, here it is again. Look at it, say goodbye. But most people are pretty attached to their patterns and how they've lived their life in safety and security. These are just safety protocols we all have. Nobody's exempt, but the challenge is that we have to start stepping into the new energy. So, thus, the world feels like, in your reality, your own experience, like it's cracking and falling apart and showing up in old ways to say, do you want this? No, it's just to say goodbye. So if you look at all of these things popping up as endings, or it feels like death, like something is happening again, how could I be here again? And instead of looking at it from that perspective, I want you to look at it from the freedom point to upgrade. The energy is going to go there whether you go with it or not. You're just going to hold on kicking and screaming, right? You cannot live the life you deserve, my friends, carrying a ball and chain of the past. And most people want to because they don't know another way. So what does letting go really, really look like? And what is it requesting of you right now? Okay, in this energy, this week of final shifting, right? And it's happened today. Today we're officially with Saturn in Aries and Neptune in Aries. It's an official moment of moving. It's not going back. Why? That's why you're feeling like, crap, the past is there, but I got to let it go. Okay? What is this really requesting of you? Sitting with yourself. And do you know how thousands of clients I've worked with, how easy this is? They don't want to sit with themselves. And so what is this requiring of you? Brutal honesty of your truth, of the truth, of your past, of the cracking open, of the skin you're letting go. I'm going, yes, the truth is that I didn't want to see it. Deciding what is a 180 turn. If you didn't want that, what is that? What is one that 180 shift? And then taking action one step forward. The horse wants to move forward. The horse is forward energy. The horse represents freedom. That's all this energy is. Who cares if it's a horse, an animal? Who gives a shit, right? The whole point of this energy shift is to step forward into what you want. So letting yourself seek and move, right? Readiness of sitting with it. That's how you know you're ready, to sit with it and say, ooh, don't want that, right? Deciding honest, brutal honesty, truth with yourself, number one. Yep. I created that, I've repeated that, I've accepted that, I don't want that shit anymore. And then make a 180 flip. And two, take action one step. That's getting on the horse and going, I don't know where we're going, but I do know what I want. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm moving. I know people are struggling with this and they want some big grand explanation and they want it to be the planets and they want it to be the snake and the horse and the energy. It's really less complicated than that, my friends. It is. It's a 180 flip from where you were and where you're going. And the horse wants you to have freedom to pick you, but you cannot pick you if you cannot sit with you. If you cannot sit with your bullshit, if you cannot sit with the truth of it and realize that you created that, you can also create what you want. But it requires a 180 flip. It requires a 180 script. It requires a 180 sitting, acting, being. And a lot of people from the past that don't want to let go of it are going to get frustrated, disappointed. I can't believe you're doing that instead of this for me. That's people pleasing. That's doormatting. That's all the bullshit that you've been holding on to. And you're like, I don't want that anymore. I know, I get it. I've been there, done that, and we're not doing this anymore. So, again, how comfortable are you sitting with yourself, or do you want help? Do you want help to see you in full-on color, black and white, and going, yep, that's what I was repeating. I'm not holding on to that shit anymore. Which is why I'm pulling you out of waiting until March 2nd. Why? Because in March 2nd, I'm helping you go, okay, we saw that. It's forced you to push into what you do want, what your vision is. So if you're ready for a complete reality check to step into the life that you really deserve, you did pick the life you deserve. The problem is you've been carrying ball and chain bullshit of what you didn't want, but it's what you were taught. We're all taught something. Doesn't mean who taught it to, parents, friends, family, teachers. Doesn't mean it was wrong. It just means you had to step into what you didn't want, so you know what you don't want, so you can pick what you do want. A 180 turn, the opposite. And the opposite's going to feel scary, destructive, uncomfortable, fearful, because you're not used to it. Your safety protocols are basically embedded into that skin you're letting go of. So if you want to step into the reality that you deserve, simply tap my link in my bio and join me for Soul Masters 180. It's called that for a reason. Mastering your soul and then flipping the 180 so your soul is the CEO of your life, not your freaking ego and your mind and your beliefs and your patterns. It's stupid, but you can see it on paper. Right? This is the program I've set up for 6 weeks to flip the script on every category of your life. All 12 categories that you are walking either in an old patterned reality or a soul CEO boss up power mode. And no one is exempt from this. It's your turn to step into the new reality. So stop playing with the planet said, the horse said, the snake said, this is what's supposed to happen, but I feel like shit, Dawn. I get it. Guys, I had a birthday last week and I had the worst birthday because I didn't feel well. And I was like, not again. And I was like, oh, there's the snake skin. I'm cracking open saying this isn't going to happen anymore. I'm not going to repeat these cycles anymore. I had to see it and it was painful, failure. Oh my God, I didn't get better. No, I did. I flipped it fast. But I know that about myself because I can sit with myself long enough and say, what is my body telling me? What are the relationships telling me? What are the experiences telling me? Do I want to live in that old reality or my new reality? The one I deserve, the one I programmed, the one I prepared myself for. It does not resonate anywhere near the old reality. And so instead of getting stuck in what the energy, what the patterns, what the planets, all this bullshit, I teach astrology, but I don't teach astrology to go, let's plan the future. Oh, they're telling us the horse is coming. The horse isn't going to do shit for you if you are not willing to sit with you. And if you can't see you black and white on paper, it's going to be very uncomfortable because your old ego wants to play the old. And it will be uncomfortable because the horse year, the energy of freedom, the energy of movement, the energy of forging a path forward is going to drag you along that horse, behind the horse, and it's going to pull you that way, and it's going to be uncomfortable. Or you can flip the switch and say, oh, cool, I can pick me. I can sit with me and choose. Yes, you can. But it is an absolute reality check of sitting with yourself and asking yourself, can I see it clearly now? The brutal honesty truth, right? Am I willing to take a 180-degree flip and then take action one step at a time and get in that forward momentum energy? That's how simple this is. Yet you need a tool, you need a protocol, you need some way to look at yourself without taking it personal, without getting into the wounds and the trauma and the drama. And I know there's a lot of that out there helping you understand that, but I kind of call bullshit on all of it, right? This whole self-help, this whole self-love. Self-love is bullshit too. I can go out and get a massage and not sit with me and wonder why I'm not feeling good, feel good for a day, and the next day I still feel like crap because I haven't sat with what it's trying to tell me. And when you understand you, the game changes. When your soul is the CEO and your soul is bossing out your reality, it's from inside out instead of outside in telling you how to live your life. You don't want to live that way anymore. That's what you're feeling. That's what's coming up. That's why disappointment, pain, patterns, frustration is all popping up. So again, if you're ready for a reality check on your entire life, tap the link in bio, join me for Soul Masters 180, flip the script. It's time to turn the lights on, my friends. Take your power back and live the most badass life that you deserve. I love you all. Find me if you have questions. You guys have a great day, a great week. You're okay. Let it go and flip the script. It's time for a 180 shift. Have a great day, you guys. Take care.